How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Below Average Wrestling Podcast. My name is Mike.
And my name is John. Hi.
It's one of those days. It's gonna be one of those days,
What's going
guys.
on, everybody?
We're warning you guys. It's gonna be one of those days because we are both not in it today.
It's just because it was Raw and SmackDown weren't that great.
Yeah, they weren't,
and they should have been great because Saturday is the
Super Showdown.
The Super Showdown at 2 a.m. Pacific, 5 Eastern Standard Time.
I'm not gonna watch it till I wake up.
Even Renee's all like, but if you want to watch it a little later,
we know your lazy ass ain't gonna be up.
can watch it on demand.
Oh hell no! Yeah, that's probably what's gonna end up happening. I'm gonna end up watching it on demand.
But aren't you leaving?
I am. But I leave in the morning. I have a flight in the morning, Saturday morning.
Oh,
but
okay.
I should be able to watch it because it's like, yeah, I should be able to watch it.
You should be all right.
Yeah, I usually wake up I wake up early normally, cause I'm like I still have like work schedule, like you know what I mean. Like I'm like programmed to wake up like at a certain time, so I still wake up early and I still have a lot of things. I think I'll watch it. I think I'll watch it before I leave on my flight.
I don't think I'm gonna watch it till maybe Sunday or Monday because I have a super busy weekend starting Thursday.
Really?
Through Sunday. So
I just have a busy 48 hours. That's all I have. I don't really have a busy week. I just have a busy 48 hours.
No, I got a busy weekend, so I'm gonna work at night all time, so I'm gonna be sleeping during the day.
Oh yeah,
so it's
that's what you get, WWE. That's what you get. We ain't watching it, but we're gonna go over our Super Showdown predictions at the end of the show, at the end of the podcast.
We're so excited.
We are thrilled out of our minds. But we will be going over Raw and SmackDown and what we thought, or the limited amount of view that we did because we didn't really watch it. I didn't watch too much.
I had to watch the Hulu version because I didn't get to watch the full thing.
Okay.
So I just went on Hulu and I kind of just watched it actually not too long ago.
Okay.
But it wasn't that interesting. I did like a few parts of it, of Raw, but I don't know. I feel like it should have been better. Maybe the hour and a half that I saw it.
Raw should have definitely been better. So we start off with Dean Ambrose. You know, they're kind of asking him like, "Hey, blah blah blah. You know, what's happening with the Shield?" So they've been teasing that he's going to be leaving the Shield and stuff. But then Baron Corbin comes out. He also does talk about he claims his loyalty to the Shield and blah blah. So then Baron Corbin comes out. And he's telling him he's going to fight Strowman, and the match is next, whatever. Right? So it was a weird match. I didn't like it.
Which one?
Strowman versus Ambrose.
It was. I think all the matches, actually, I think all 3 matches were kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because, the Strowman and Dean Ambrose, what happened that, oh my God, what's his name? Roman Reigns came out to save him, I guess.
Yeah,
I didn't see the point of all that.
I didn't either, and I absolutely hated this is the thing. Like, I understand they're trying to do Strowman, Monster McMahon, blah, blah, blah. But Ambrose is not that small. You know what I mean? And the way that they were kind of making, I don't know, like, it's like Ambrose came back, and I feel like they're kind of already misusing him.
It's kind of like what they ended up doing with Bobby Roode.
Yeah.
Bobby Roode came in full force and everything, and where's he at right now?
Yeah. And they got to use Ambrose better. They're making him job to people, not job, I guess you can say. Cause Strowman's a main eventer, but they're just making him look weaker. You know what I mean? Like he didn't, Roman didn't really have to come out. They could have had Ambrose maybe make it look a little bit closer than it was. It looked like a squash match.
And he lost last week.
Yeah,
and then he lost this week again. Well, yeah, technically because of a disqualification.
Yeah.
The match was okay. I wasn't too thrilled about Roman coming out. I think it looked dumb. I don't know what kind of storyline they were trying to go for. And then what was the second match?
Roman versus Ziggler.
And then that one, I don't get it. Like, nobody said nothing about a title, and then they put up the title, and then you see Corbin come out. Like, oh, no. Like, I don't know. I was like, isn't that, like, bad for Ziggler? Because Ziggler could have won the title. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Ziggler would have been pissed at Corbin.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I didn't get all that. Like, I'm telling you, it was kind of confusing.
It was.
It was a bit confusing how things were going on and getting played out. I don't know, man.
Yeah, again, it was an okay match. I wasn't really into it.
It was decent. I'm not gonna lie, it's decent.
It was okay. We got match number 3. We get Ronda Rousey defeating Ruby Riott. And
did you like that match?
Ruby Riott is really good.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I liked Ruby Riott. Ruby Riott did a good job in wrestling, and I'm glad that Ronda Rousey is getting better.
Yeah,
she is getting better.
But you know what? I don't know if she's getting better or it's the people that she's
that
being
they're putting
put
them in
with. Yeah, because I mean, when she was with that match with Alexa Bliss it was like, what was it? Was it SummerSlam match?
It was like a botch. Like,
it was garbage.
Yeah, it was. What were we saying? What's that word when you like Strowman?
It was a squash match.
Squash match.
Yeah, and she's had another match. I think when she had one with Alicia Fox, it was just a bad match. So I think it really depends on the opponent, and I think Ruby Riott was a great opponent.
It was a good match.
It made her look good.
Yeah,
it made her look good. Did you notice that WWE stacked up that whole 1 hour card, that the first hour?
No. What do you mean?
Look, Strowman, Ambrose, Reigns,
it.
Ziggler, Ronda. They had those whole top segments at the beginning of the show because of Monday Night Football.
Oh, for real? I did not know that. Yeah, I didn't know that.
It's to compete. It's to compete with Monday Night Football because at the end of Monday Night Football kind of goes towards the beginning of Monday Night Raw.
Oh, so for the ratings.
So the ratings, yeah. So I mean, it's that's kind of the reason I think they put in all their eggs in that 1 hour, that first hour of the show.
And that's technically all I watched on Hulu. That's literally what I watched.
That's literally what you watched. Yeah. Okay, because there's a spot that I'm like, okay, there's two spots that I thought was like they were really, really good, really good. And if you didn't watch it, you need to watch it. I was gonna text you and I forgot to text you.
The one let me see, what do we got? The B team. See, I didn't watch the B team versus the Revival, which we
were at Connor defeating Bobby Roode. Sorry, we were at Connor defeating Bobby Roode.
I didn't watch that one.
Yeah, and who cares? It wasn't good.
My favorite part, not my favorite part, but one of them was Kevin Owens and...
you watched it?
Bro.
Okay, good.
Did you see...
We'll get there. Because I want to talk about
that. Was actually one of the longest segments.
It was. We'll get there because I want to talk about that because I actually agree. That was probably my second favorite segment besides the ending.
Yeah.
So then, okay, we get the B team defeating the Revival. So then, the AOP comes in and attacks the B team. So I guess we know what's gonna happen. They're probably gonna end up feuding. Drew McIntyre defeating Seth Rollins. Again, they're kind of pushing all the top talent once again to the top to the top, just so they can kind of compete with Monday Night Football. But Drew McIntyre defeated Seth Rollins. That's my water bottle. It always scares you, huh? It's what is it? It's not a water bottle. What is it? It's a water cooler.
It's cooler container.
It's a water cooler.
The one you get water from.
Yeah, it's my water cooler, and then it does the bubble thing.
Yeah.
But whatever. So Drew McIntyre defeated Seth Rollins. That was a good match, actually.
Yeah.
That one was a good match.
It was a good match.
And then we get to the Kevin Owens and Elias segment, which was amazing heat.
It threw them off so bad. I think Leo Rush was unexpected though. I think they threw him out there so he can kind of
No, I think that was part of it.
It was bro, but that was a long. They didn't even let him talk.
No, they didn't let anybody talk. Okay, so if you guys didn't watch it, I do recommend you watch at least that segment, the Owens Elias segment on Raw. So. Okay, so to add a little backstory, Seattle used to have... They were in Seattle this week on Monday, and Seattle used to have a basketball team, a beloved basketball team. Everybody loved their basketball team in Seattle, the Supersonics. But then the Sonics left town, and it wasn't because of the fans. The fans supported them. It was because, the owners of the Sonics, they wanted a new stadium, and they wanted it to be... publicly funded. The city was like, we're not gonna publicly fund.
They're
the
not
stadium.
even called the Sonic anymore, right?
No. They're the Thunder now. They're in Oklahoma now. So the team decided to, hey, you know what? We're gonna relocate if you guys are not gonna give us a new stadium.
Yeah.
But it wasn't because there wasn't no fans or anything. The fans loved the Supersonics, and then they ended up relocating to Oklahoma City and became the Thunder. So Seattle's been very salty about losing their NBA team. And I gotta admit, I think they deserve an NBA team. And this just once again just proved to me, and it probably proved to some of the higher ups in the NBA, and say, look, Seattle loved their Sonics, and if this wasn't any indication that they didn't, I don't know what.
Dude, he pushed the button.
Exactly, the button was pushed, and that was the Seattle Supersonics.
I don't think they were expecting it though. Like
no,
being
they weren't.
That long, like they didn't let him talk. They didn't let him do their segment. I think Elias was gonna play a little bit and then get interrupted, but he couldn't even do that. And they wanted to laugh. They could tell that they were all like, wow, this is some crazy shit.
Yeah.
But I love that segment. People did not let him talk. They didn't even let him talk about anybody.
Nobody. So, I mean, the heat was humongous. It was probably some of the best heat I've ever seen.
I think so. And they kept throwing at him. Yeah. Like, you can tell Elias kind of improvised and said, he's all like, you guys don't deserve it, Team Annie, or something like that. He was telling them.
That was improvised. Like I said,
that was improvised.
I think he knew that they hit the button. And they were just like, you know, when they might have felt like the booze were going down, he hit that button again. He just kept
Kevin always did the same thing. Yeah, they kept pressing it.
They kept pressing that button, and the fans reacted amazingly, and it made for one of the best segments I've seen this year.
I think so, man. I want to look into the news and that. Maybe there's something about that, like a little, like how they reacted and stuff. Maybe.
No, I don't.
Have you seen anything like that?
I think it was very just classic. I mean, it was just you go to the city, you talk smack. And that was it. I don't think they expected that reaction.
Yeah, I think it was awesome. Believe it or not, it's a classic Elias.
Yeah,
that's what he does. But
it's also a classic heel segment.
Yeah, heel. You just talk shit to the fans.
You just talk smack about the city. You talk smack about the team. They ended up losing the team. NBA season's right around the corner.
Yeah,
it stings a little. You know,
it was good
though. A little.
It was good.
Try to go to Oakland, talk about the Raiders when they start coming here in Vegas.
I don't know if they'll be able to.
You know what I mean? No, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna be the exact same thing. You're gonna be like you're gonna have a bunch of pissed off Oakland fans.
Yeah.
You know, once they do the exact same thing, it's just you hit a nerve with the fans, and especially like I said, when you have a beloved team and that the city loves and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm telling you, 2020, 2021. You're gonna see the whoever's the top heel at that time. You're gonna see them talk smack about Oakland and saying, "Hey, your team, the Raiders left," or blah blah, because it's a way to get heat.
Dude,
and it worked.
Even when Leo Rush came out, they were still
booing the hell out of it.
It was how long was it, man? Like 10 minutes?
Oh man,
they were on there for a while. Like everybody was booing for so long.
We were enjoying the hell out of that segment though. It was like I felt like they had to put their volumes up. Because they had to keep going. It's a scripted show. They had to keep going with their script. They had to keep going with the show, and like I said, that's why I don't think the Leo Rush segment was just, hey, let's just throw Leo Rush. I think it was planned. I just think that they all had to kind of fight
the crowd.
Fight the crowd. Noise. You know, they still had to deliver a promo, and they still had to deliver their lines, and still had to move the show forward. You know, you can't really stall too long because you only got 3 hours. You're going to have to keep moving, and the fans are not going to be quiet. You have to talk over the fans. Yeah. And to be honest with you, after the fans started booing and stuff, there was very little that got through to me. Like I
couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, I
couldn't hear anything.
Especially Leo Rush.
Elias couldn't even do his what does WWE stand for? Yeah. He usually does it. He didn't do it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it was planned to do, but it was just whatever. I think it was one of the best segments in a while.
This year, easy.
Yeah, in a while.
This year, easy was one of the best segments in a while. But Seattle's got a good crowd, man. Seattle's got a good crowd. It just reminded me of I don't remember how many years ago this was, but they were in Seattle because Seattle's Daniel Bryan's hometown.
Oh, okay.
They were in Seattle and they were doing it had to have been 5 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, 6 years ago. They were doing in the ring. They had all past heavyweight champions, right?
Okay.
In the WWE. CM Punk was there. You had Daniel Bryan there in the ring. Rey Mysterio, Mark Henry. You had a couple of other guys that were there in the ring and stuff like that. And they were doing a coronation, or I don't know what they were doing, but there was I think Randy Orton was champ. I can't remember. It's very blurry, but I remember that the part that really stood out was the fact that because they were in Seattle and it's Daniel Bryan's hometown, the fans completely shit on the segment. They were just chanting Daniel Bryan's name
the whole time.
They were just chanting Daniel Bryan's name the whole time. Oh, even Shawn Michaels was there.
Oh shit!
Yeah, the fans were just chanting Daniel Bryan. I think Shawn Michaels was there. I'll show you maybe later.
He was there on Monday.
He was there on Monday. Yeah, but the whole fans were just chanting Daniel Bryan. They literally took over that segment.
Okay.
And they took over the segment. So it was kind of exactly like that. So Seattle's got a good crowd, and they can, if they want to, they could take over a segment if they really, really want to.
They shitted all over that segment, bro.
Yeah, they did, and they approved it.
But I think it was gold.
But it was classic. I enjoyed it a lot. I had a lot of fun with that segment. It was great. I immediately went to Twitter, dude. That's my go-to thing.
Okay.
I go, something happens in the world. I go to Twitter just because Twitter is funny.
I'm not Twitter friendly right now. I need to work it.
Well, I think the thing with Twitter is Twitter reminds me a lot about high school. A lot of high school.
Okay.
I feel like that's where you kind of go and you just act like you're in high school.
Everybody does.
You know what I mean? It just feels very immature. but it's funny though. So that's why maybe I enjoy it.
I do need to get on it. I told you, my sister's always on it.
Yeah.
She's always telling. I think that's where she finds everything out.
I do too. I literally find out my news as what's trending on Twitter right now. That's how I find out what's going on in the world.
That's funny.
You know, it's kind of like so it's just I went to Twitter and I was like, you know, besides some of the baseball games that were going on, I went to Twitter and I was looking at these guys were trending, Seattle was trending and everything. It was just funny, dude. Like the memes that come out of these things and just like tweets that come out of it. Yeah. And it was just great. I thought it was a great segment.
I'm gonna start getting on Twitter, bro, because I'm not.
I mean, Twitter is super immature, but it's funny.
That's made for me.
But it's made for like I don't know. I feel like you go to Facebook, it's very different. Facebook and Twitter and Instagram are very different. I feel like Facebook, it's more a lot like at least for us, like I don't have a Facebook, but I know my wife uses it to communicate with her family in Mexico. So
Facebook's more about family. Yeah, and
like you're gonna have your aunts and uncles in Facebook.
Yeah, like Facebook is more family, and if you want to do like business stuff, it was more local.
Yeah,
and then Instagram's more to like show off, like it's more about you, like your life.
You got
style.
You got a lot more lifestyle people. You got a lot more celebrity people or influencers, like they call influencers. And Twitter is just a bunch of
everybody just
idiots
talking
just in there,
shit.
just talking smack.
I need to get on Twitter because I have a lot of friends that are on Twitter. I am on Twitter, but I just don't use their account.
Oh, okay.
I don't even remember the password. But I have a lot of friends that are always on Twitter. They're, let me hop on Twiter real quick. Let me find out. Like that's it. I always hear that.
It's funny. It's funny. I'm a fan just because of the immaturity, I guess you can say.
Oh, okay. That's where you can be a kid.
Yeah, like, dude, I'll go in there and I'll just rant. I think I was ranting about DirecTV or something that one time. Like, I was just being stupid, but it was just like...
And then you can tag all these people.
Yeah, you can tag all these things, all these companies.
Fuck you, DirecTV.
I should be tagging... I should be tagging Burger King. Oh, you know what? I should be tagging Burger King. A couple of weeks ago, I went to Burger King, and it's actually the one closest to my house. The freaking place. So I went through the drive-thru. First of all, they made me wait in the drive-thru about 10 minutes. I'm not even exaggerating. I wish I was exaggerating.
I hate that, bro.
But they made me wait like 10 minutes on the drive-thru, and there was literally maybe 2 cars in front of me. It wasn't even a lot of people. So they made me wait in the drive-thru, and then after I go in there, they open up the window. It reeks of weed. Like it reeks of weed, bro. Like insanely, bro.
Which one?
I'll tell you later.
Is it the one over there?
It's the one right here.
Closer by? Is it there's Starbucks and there's
that's the Starbucks.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, I know where
it reeks of weed completely. They open up the drive-thru window and then just the whole weed smell just comes straight through me. I'm like, oh my god! And they overcharged me. Which I didn't realize until I got home. Actually, no, I didn't even realize.
Yeah,
I didn't even realize until I checked my bank account. And then I checked my bank account. I was like, wait a second! They charged me $15 when I bought $5 worth of food. They charged me $15.
Did you call your bank?
I did. I called the bank and I told them, I was like, yo, like that. So they were like disputing or blah blah. And then I sent an email to Burger King.
Oh, an email. You should have tweeted. I think it's easier. It's easier to tweet now.
Yeah, it is.
It is easier to tweet. You just tag them and they respond. I should have,
and I didn't think about that. What an idiot! But I didn't think about that. But now you guys,
bro, check my Twitter. Burger joints talk shit about each other on Twitter. So I'm sure Burger King probably would have answered.
I think Wendy's would have jumped in and said, we wouldn't have done that shit.
Wendy's probably would have been like, you know what? Here's $10 a gift card.
Oh, yeah,
it's like something like that. Come with us.
I would have been like, damn, Wendy's, you win. But anyways, I know we kind of veered off a little bit, but it was a couple of funny stories.
I think I know what Burger King. I'm going to go there.
Bro, it reeks of weed, bro. Like bad. Like I'm sure that they were not smoking in there.
He probably just had smoke.
He just had smoke and came back from break or something, and he just reeked.
Yeah.
But anyways, match number 8. Going back to Raw, Monday Night Raw. We're still talking about Raw, guys.
Oh crap.
Monday Night Raw. Bayley defeated Alicia Fox with the Bayley to Belly or Belly to Bayley.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Belly to Bayley.
Yeah, it's a belly to belly, but it's.
How do you go from and then just go to Bayley and Alicia?
I don't know.
And then you go to the last segment.
The last segment was really good,
it was
too. Cool. I really enjoyed it. Shawn Michaels ended up in the show with a promo about the last time ever, which I'm not liking the tag because I guarantee you it's not going to be the last time ever. According to the rumors, Undertaker's going to try to come back. I mean, Shawn Michaels going to try to come back. They might do a tag team match with, him and Triple H versus the Undertaker and Kane and blah, blah, blah. So I don't believe the whole last time ever crap.
Be like 80 years old. Be like, I'm gonna tag you in. I'm just.
It's gonna be till one of us drops dead. It's gonna be the new tagline.
Till you die.
It's gonna be the new tagline.
Undertaker's really gonna put somebody in the casket for real this time.
And for free, dude, because it's expensive to bury.
You know what I mean?
It's expensive to bury somebody, so yeah. So then he talks about has a promo about the match between the Undertaker and Triple H. Michael said that he'd be in Triple H's corner. Kane and so then Kane, you hear Kane's music turn on, and he appears, and then Undertaker appears. They threaten Shawn Michaels. They beat up Shawn Michaels for a little bit, but then Triple H comes in and makes a save. But then Triple H and Shawn Michaels get double choke slammed, and Undertaker tombstones Triple H.
It was the 90s all over again.
Yeah,
I really liked it though. I appreciated it. It was it reminded me of when I was a kid.
Yeah, it was the best segment of the night besides the Elias and Kevin Owens thing. It was the best segment of the night, and I really enjoyed it. But it still goes. I'm still bugged by the fact that they're redoing this match. You know what I mean? We've talked about this. I'm like, yo, they should just leave it alone. Like,
yeah, man. I think the way it left was fine.
It was perfect the way they ended it, and they're kind of bringing it back. And I'm like, okay, I guess if you want to do that, but.
Whoever in Australia probably has some good money that wanted to watch that match all over again.
I'm really excited to see what the king of Saudi Arabia is going to want this time.
Oh, the jewel. What is it?
The crown jewel.
The crown jewel.
Dance for me, monkeys. Dance for me.
Dance.
We need the ghost of Yokozuna.
Oh, yeah, you told me. We did hear that. We did.
Yeah, that was a rumor going around that I guess he wanted Yokozuna. Was it like Ultimate Warrior? Oh, I think I heard a rumor that he wants like Hulk Hogan or something.
Bro,
which is why they're trying to ease Hulk Hogan back into the
WWE.
WWE.
But have you seen Hulk Hogan?
No, I haven't.
Bro,
he looks.
Yeah, he just looks like an old. he's bigger. Well, of course, he's an older guy already. Yeah. He's not. If I heard they're gonna bring him back, they're probably gonna bring him back like a general manager or something,
or in a speaking role or something. Yeah. It's not a wrestling role.
Hey, brother.
Let me tell you something, brother. Oh man. But anyways, let's move on to Tuesday Night SmackDown Live. Ooh, that's not how it's really called. It's just called SmackDown Live.
SmackDown Live.
I didn't watch this a lot. Like I said, baseball playoffs started. I'm a huge baseball fan. I'm a huge Dodger fan. Granted, the Dodgers were not playing, but I'm a big baseball fan. So I was watching the Cubs and the Rockies last night. So I was not watching. Just like we're watching right now, the A's and Yankees. Because we filmed this on Wednesday, so we're watching the A's and Yankees right now. So it's I literally had baseball and maybe 80% of the time. So I probably didn't really watch. I didn't really watch too much of SmackDown. So I'm gonna try to fill in what I remember.
Okay,
but I don't remember.
I watched it. I did watch it here and there. Okay. I know, but it was okay. I think it was probably a little better than Raw.
Okay,
maybe the same.
And I believe it. I believe it. Like I said, we've talked about the fact that 2 hours is a lot easier to watch than 3 hours.
That's true.
Unless
you watch them both on Hulu.
Unless you watch them both on Hulu, that's a different story. But for somebody like me who likes watching it live, I love the live feeling. Like I said, I go to Twitter, I check what the people are talking about. I really enjoy watching WWE live. I hate watching it pre-recorded. Yeah. It bugs me because it's like almost everything. I like watching everything live. If I'm watching a game, I don't like to DVR a baseball game. Like right now, I have it on, and we might not be paying 100% attention to it because we're podcasting, but I have it on, and I like at least taking a glance and looking what's going on and seeing it live rather than just DVR it, because I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like it either, but like me, I have no choice.
Yeah, your work schedule is different.
Yeah, but when I have the chance to watch it live, I'll watch it live because it's different. It's a somewhat of a different experience.
It is.
Yeah,
So I didn't even bother DVRing it. Even my wife told me, she was like, "Why don't you just DVR it?" I was like, "It's okay. I'm not gonna die if I don't DVR it. We'll be okay." But then so it starts off with Paige. She opens up SmackDown with an update from last week saying authorities showed up to AJ's house before Samoa Joe could harm his family. She then played a recorded message from Styles at home saying that he didn't want Joe to be fired because he wants to fight him at Super Showdown. Yeah, I guess the video from whatever seen during the commercials for the baseball game, and I went back. The video was that AJ was in his house saying, "I'm not leaving my house until I know that Samoa Joe is in Australia."
Yeah, that he's flying out to Australia. So that's kind of what the segment was. Paige just said that she wanted to fire Samoa Joe, and that supposedly they called the authorities and he didn't go inside and all this stuff, but that AJ Styles wants to whoop his ass in Australia. Technically that's all it was.
Okay. And then so we get the first match of the night. R-Truth and Carmella, babyface Carmella, defeated, and she got some good pop too. Babyface Carmella defeated Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega via submission, which is a great ending. I saw about maybe half match, half of the match to the end, or maybe like the end of the match. I don't remember.
This match wasn't that bad, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Like I said, I didn't watch it. I would flip back during baseball commercials. And I did see the ending, and I thought the way she went from
her finisher, bro.
To the
I like her finisher.
It was fantastic.
I like the way she does that. Mm-hmm. It's so unique, and nobody really else has something like that. Yeah. Like she literally uses her whole leg, as to choke her,
and it looks good. It looks like it actually
and she poses on the position. I think it's awesome.
Yeah. I agree. I think that submission is a badass submission. I'm a big fan of it. And she pulls her leg.
Yeah, she pulls her leg all the way back.
It makes it look like it really hurts.
Yeah, it was a decent match. Almost and Vegas did my favorite part.
Okay.
Tranquilo.
Oh, the tranquilo pose.
I love that, bro. I swear. I think it's hilarious.
Do you follow Zelina Vega on social media?
No, I do not.
She likes to post a lot about fans doing the tranquilo pose.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, she posts a lot of them. It's like she'll like screenshot and stuff like that.
I think that's cool.
Yeah, so she really acknowledges the fans that do the tranquilo pose because it's pretty cool. It's different.
I think stuff like that is cool. It makes you unique. Is what makes you like makes you stand out. It's like in the middle of the match, I literally will pose. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's kind of like R-Truth is doing the little dance that he does. Stuff like that.
And he's still doing splits at like 40-something years old,
bro.
The guy's ripped.
That
40.
dude.
How old is R-Truth? Did we talk about this?
But I don't think we looked it up though.
Okay, let me. Truth or Dare? What the hell?
Whoa.
R-Truth. The finisher. That's a dope finisher.
It is, bro.
That's, or what is it called? It's a submission. 46 years old.
He's 46. Yeah.
R-Truth.
So from right there, she pulls this one.
Yeah, she pulls that one leg.
This was the one that squeezes her.
Her right leg is squeezing her, and then she pulls her left leg up. What do you think about her hair color? Ooh, now we're going into fashion.
It's a little different. You're so used to having her blonde.
Yeah.
Something to get used to.
Yeah, no, it looks good.
She's not an ugly girl, bro, so it's not. It doesn't go bad with her.
I like it. And she got it, like I said, she got a really big pop when they won.
Oh yeah. They're actually cheering for her and everything. So that's good, man. I think it's the whole dynamic with her and R-Truth, the way they come out and they dance and all. People like that.
Yeah.
So
it's a good pairing. That's for damn sure. I mean, it she went from the top heel to, just now kind of a mid-carder and just kind of being stuck there with R-Truth. But I mean, the team is great. I like the team. Mm-hmm. You know what? Okay. This may be a topic for another day, but I'm going to bring this up because when I was watching the end of this match, I've noticed how much WWE has been pairing, women and men together.
Well, because of the mixed match challenge.
Right, because of the mixed match challenge. I know. So it's like a tongue twister for me. They should do that more often. The mixed match challenge. It's a tongue twister, dude. I think they should have belts.
You know something crazy? You want to know something crazy though?
Okay.
I was thinking the same, like not the same exact thing, but I was thinking something like that. I'm like, this is actually pretty cool that they team them up and they're doing it and like they keep them together, all this stuff.
Think about it. Matches. Where else would R-Truth and Carmella fit in the whole roster?
Right now, nowhere.
But if you have, again, like we've talked about, women tag team divisions, I think it's needed. Another women mid-card title, it's needed. Intergender belts, I think that would be a cool idea. You know what I mean? It's
talking
what the hell's Balor doing? Balor's just chilling with Bailey, right?
Yeah, technically.
So you could put them the belts. You could have Alicia Fox and Jinder Mahal. Kind of what they're doing with the mixed match challenge. Jesus.
And they make pretty, I'm not gonna lie, they make pretty good pairings.
Yeah.
Like I even think Alicia Fox and Jinder Mahal, I think that's an awesome pairing.
I think
because they're both weird.
Yeah.
And they're fun. You know what I mean? That like R-Truth and Carmella is another good one. That's actually a good idea. I'm sure they're still gonna stick by right now with the women, but I'm sure later on and they might. It's been a hit. It's the second season.
It's the second time they do this. It is a hit, and I think they should really just think about some of these things that they're doing with the talent and think outside the box. You know, like we've talked about, like, women's tag team division, it's needed. Women's mid card belt. I think it's needed as well. An intergender, I think it'll be a great idea.
That'd be cool.
It brings a different dynamic to the show, and it'll bring something different to the show. If they want to just defend it on Facebook, whatever, that's fine. I'm sure there's so many things you can do with only 5 hours, with Raw and SmackDown, and I'm sure you can't fit in intergenders, the regular belts that they already have now, the women's tag belts, women's mid-card belts. It's a lot to fit in, and I understand that. But you also have the advantage of having the WWE Network or having your Facebook page where you can legit just freaking post, a different show.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, I don't know. I mean, it's just an idea. But when I saw it, I was like, man, this would be such a cool thing. Maybe give them trophies or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Defend. Something to defend would be really cool. Like, I know right now, the last winner was Asuka and Miz, right?
Yeah.
But what did they get? Did they get anything? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
I don't think they got anything.
I don't remember. I didn't look at it.
And I feel like if they would have gotten something, hey, we got maybe a trophy or something, they have to defend it. Almost like a championship belt. Almost like every year. You have, last year this year the Stanley Cup champions were the Washington Capitals. Well, then next year they have to defend that Stanley Cup, and they want to keep the cup.
Yeah, of course.
And if it goes somewhere else, it goes to a different city. And I think that's kind of what they should probably maybe be aiming at. Where
something like that.
They have a trophy where they just kind of defend. They do this tournament style, whatever, like that. Like they did, and actually I like the way they're doing it now, where it's almost like soccer, where it's like groups.
Okay.
Right? Have you
I haven't paid attention to to it, actually.
I feel like they have it like soccer, where it's like it's not just like one match knockout.
Okay.
Where it's like, okay, you either win, you lose, and then you kind of go based off of points, and then at the end you just.
Oh, that's how they're doing it.
Yeah,
I have not looked at it.
I think that's better because I think you get to see more. You get to see the tag teams interact more than once. You know what I mean?
Okay. Now I get it. Okay, because before it was like you lost, you're out.
Yeah, you're out. So they at least get like 2-3 matches.
So they're trying to make it longer.
Yeah, exactly.
They're trying to make it longer.
But it would be cool. Like, hey, time to Asuka and Miz, we got to defend our trophy. It's our trophy. We won it last year. We got to defend it, or our belt, whatever the hell they want to do. But I think it'll be a good idea. You got Rusev and Lana, who I know they're with.
I don't know what happened in Milwaukee.
Don't know what happened in Milwaukee. They're in that storyline right now, but once that storyline ends, what are you gonna do with them? You know what I mean? You got so many pairings you can do, but I'm just thinking outside the box, and it's lonely in that box.
It is a little lonely.
Yeah,
I'm lonely right now.
Yeah, I'm lonely. Move on to backstage, where Ty Dillinger told Paige that he wants a match with Randy Orton tonight. And then we get Big E, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods present and debut the new Day Cooks.
The New Day Cooks, because they were gonna show the recipe of how they make their famous pancakes, and they came out with the dude that's supposed, what is it, Mr. Bootio or something like that. But I saw
the end when the bar attacked.
Yeah, the bar came to like talk to them, and then they just attacked them, and they threw the batter on the kid. Like they put it in his hat. They put it in his hat, and they threw it. He put it on.
Really hard not to laugh.
He wanted to. He did a good job. And then they threw the rest of the batter on him. Then they kicked him out.
Yeah.
So it's better than getting his ass beat, I guess you can say. No matter what, fake or not, he would have gotten his ass beat because you got slammed by a 250-pound dude on the mat.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely true. Then we get Randy Orton versus Ty Dillinger, and it never started. Dillinger attacked Orton on the outside before the match could start, but Orton connected on a DDT on the outside before bending the perfect tense finger backwards through the turnbuckle. Did you watch that?
Yeah, it was very. I was kind of cringing a little bit.
Okay.
But I was actually watching how he was doing it. Of course, he's not hurting his finger, but still, it looked horrible. It's because he took off the padding. He took off the padding. Okay. It's gonna look like, but the string, it has like that, like a little the tie, like the way it's tied from the turnbuckle.
Yeah,
and that's where he put his finger.
Oh, okay.
And from here, he just pulled it all the way back. And like, I guess I'm sure they're gonna say he broke it or something, but like he just covered the whole finger with both of his hands, and then he just kind of like pretended like he was bending it back, like while it was in here.
Oh, okay. I see,
So that's the whole point, you know, because his finger was stuck in between the little wires or whatever. But yeah, it looked bad though. Really? Randy Orton be doing some crazy shit, bro.
Dude, but I like it.
It looked bad. Like everybody was like, oh.
Oh my god, I gotta find it.
It looked bad, bro. Yeah, it looked bad, and then he let it go and whatever. So I think that's probably gonna eliminate Ty Dillinger. I'm sure they're gonna say he has a broken finger or something, unless he's gonna wrestle like that. Unless they're going to emphasize, okay, we're going to wrestle again, and he's going to break your other finger.
He's going to break your other finger. I don't know. I think they might just go with that feud together. I think they're just going to keep.
It's not bad. It's going to help Ty Dillinger. It's going to help him because he hasn't been doing much either.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool.
Yeah. I need to watch that, dude. I like this Randy Orton,
bro. It reminded me of the whole Jeff Hardy thing, bro.
Oh god. It's like that viciousness. I like it.
Yeah.
Anyways, now we get to the segment. What happened in Milwaukee?
Bro.
A night in Milwaukee. Rusev and Lana cut a promo on Aiden English in the ring. And then English hits the stage and shows the video of him singing in the locker room in Milwaukee. When Lana shows up, he stopped the video when Lana said, "I want you."
Oh, yeah.
And then it just kind of left it up to the imagination. I think I know where they're gonna go with this. Where it's gonna be like, oh, you know, like, hey, if you watch the rest of the video, it's gonna be like Lana's gonna be like, "I want you to leave Rusev alone" or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was her idea, probably that for Aiden English to turn his back on Rusev or something. Something like that. That was hilarious, bro.
It was.
That was hilarious. And Corey Graves is hilarious. It's like, I want to watch, don't you? I want to keep watching the rest of the video.
Corey Graves is funny, dude. Corey Graves is hilarious. So then we get Shelton Benjamin defeating Daniel Bryan. I didn't even watch this match at all. Via pinfall. Daniel Bryan was setting up for the running knee when The Miz hit the ring and attacked him. Bryan knocked The Miz off the apron before turning around into Pay Dirt. I guess that's his finisher, giving Benjamin the win, the pinfall win. After the match, Miz continued to attack on Bryan, hitting him over and over again in the ribs. So
it was a decent match.
It was decent?
It was a decent. What's his name? Shelton Benjamin is really good, man.
He is.
So it was a good match and everything. Yeah, The Miz didn't even do anything. He just kind of came on the ropes, got him distracted, boom, he won. So, but I'm pretty sure this was also to help Shelton go a little higher than where he was at. So
push him a little higher. Then we get Asuka defeating Peyton Royce via submission. I didn't watch that neither.
It was okay.
It was okay?
Yeah. Peyton Royce is hot though.
She is.
She's hot. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
But I hate their voice.
Dude, I wonder how big of a reaction they're gonna get. Are they wrestling in Australia?
Yeah, they're gonna wrestle against Asuka and Naomi.
Oh, okay.
Corey Graves, that was so hilarious. He was saying, because they were like, "You think they're gonna get a reaction?" He's like, "Yeah." He started naming like some Australian bands, and then he's like, "They're gonna get all them put together." As like in one, and that's what they're gonna be screaming for the Iconics. He's like, it's just gonna be this harmonious. It was just hilarious, but he was trying to say that they're gonna get a big reaction, but I don't know.
Really?
Maybe.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because there's the only Australians on there.
Yeah, on the show. Yeah.
Why not? Right.
I think so. And then we end with Becky Lynch recapped turning on Charlotte at SummerSlam before winning the title at Hell in a Cell. Lynch.
Whoa, why could she be saying bitch a lot?
She's right. Lynch. I was going to say Becky Lynch, but they went with binge. Lynch called herself the face of the company before unveiling the poster for the Super Showdown that shows her holding the belt over a downed Charlotte. That was hilarious, that picture. That
picture was funny.
Charlotte came down to the ring and attacked her, hitting the spear. Charlotte T-bone suplexed her into the poster and locked the figure 4 leg lock. She posed on the stage as SmackDown went off the air. Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was a good promo by Becky.
It was good. It was a good promo. I
thought it was a good ending too.
Yeah.
I liked it.
It was decent. It was cool. I love, like we've been talking about, Becky's character's awesome right now.
Yeah, it is.
And that whole little thing was cool.
She's the best thing on TV right now.
That's what she said.
She did say that. Yeah,
and it's true.
Yeah. I actually took a break from watching base because I was like, I want to see the Becky Lynch segment. So I took a break from all that. So I did watch that whole segment, and I liked it. I thought it was good.
So that means Raw or SmackDown did not have a main event. They just had last 2 segments. Just had a segment.
Yeah,
and they were decent. I like them.
Yeah, I like them too. All right, we're gonna move on to the WWE Super ShowDown which is this weekend. We're gonna have our predictions for the show. All right. So first of all, do we have any? Okay, I'm trying to look and see the matches. Okay, let's start with this. Oh, you know what? Let's start with the Cruiserweight Championship. Buddy Murphy is Australian, isn't he? I think so. Because remember we were talking about who else is gonna get? Yeah, you see, he's from Australia. I remember we were talking about who else might get a reaction besides the Iconics. I was like, maybe Buddy Murphy. He's Australian. He will be facing Cedric Alexander for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship.
Buddy Murphy.
I think so too. Hands down, I think Buddy Murphy's gonna take it. He's actually been doing really good in
I've actually seen a few, and he's been doing good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's taking it. I think they're giving him the belt in his hometown, in his home country.
Home country, why not?
I completely agree with that. The New Day versus Cesaro and Sheamus, The Bar, for the WWE SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. Who do you got?
I think the New Day is still going to keep it.
Ooh. You know what? I'm going to say The Bar. Yeah, I'm going to say The Bar.
All right.
I think I'm going to be wrong, but I'm going to say The Bar is going to take it. Asuka Naomi versus the Iconics, just in their regular tag match.
I think the Iconics are going to.
I think the Iconics are going to take it
just because of the
hometown.
The hometown thing, yeah.
I agree. I think they're going to take it. They're probably going to pin Naomi. They're not going to pin Asuka.
They can't pin Asuka.
No, they're definitely not pinning Asuka. Then we're going to go with the Bella Twins and Ronda Rousey versus the Riot Squad.
Ronda's going to win. I think they have to give it to them.
There's no way they're not winning.
They have to give it to them.
There's no way. I mean, that wasn't even. Not even.
Why did you even ask that question?
Why, exactly. Why even ask that question? Daniel Bryan versus The Miz for the chance to be the number one contender for the WWE Championship. I think
Daniel Bryan. The Miz already beat him.
Yeah, I think Bryan should win, but I think I'm gonna say it's gonna end in a no contest or something, or like somebody's gonna get DQ'd.
For real?
Yeah, I think it's gonna. I think we're not gonna get a clean pinfall or submission. I think something dumb's gonna happen like that.
I hope it's Daniel Bryan, because the Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles type of thing would be cool.
That would be cool. But I'm gonna say nobody's winning. I'm really going left field with all these picks. And I picked who did I pick? Oh, The Bar and stuff like that. Okay, so let's move on to do AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. No count out, no disqualification match for the WWE Championship.
I think AJ Styles.
I think AJ is winning as well.
Even though Samoa deserves it, but I don't know. I think AJ.
I'm going to go with AJ as well. The Shield versus Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre. Who do you got?
The Shield.
Are we going to see them break up?
You know what?
Okay.
It's going to be the other way around.
What?
Ziggler or McIntyre something's going to happen between them.
It will be McIntyre.
It's going to be McIntyre.
Yeah.
Because I kind of hinted it. I feel on Raw, because they had a little segment and with first of all, till last week when Rollins came up to McIntyre, and he told him some stuff, and then Ziggler came. Oh, what was that about? He's like, don't worry about it. He left. And then this past Monday, it was Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and McIntyre. And what's his name? Braun Strowman was saying something. He was talking to them, and he was all like, he said, no mess ups or something. He's like, you better win. Like, he was no
weaklings.
No weak. And then at the end, he's like, no weaklings. And he pointed at Ziggler. So I'm like, okay, something's gonna happen.
Did he point, or did he?
No, he looked at him like he's like, no. I think I don't know if he told him straight that he was the weak link. I don't remember, something like that. So I think it's not gonna be the Shield. It's gonna be them.
Okay.
I think it's either going to be McIntyre, because Braun Strowman, at the end of the day, he's always by himself. It doesn't matter. Yeah. But I think it's going to be either McIntyre or Ziggler or something.
So, I think the Shield's going to win as well. I don't know. I think eventually they will break up. And I don't think they're going to break up anytime soon. I think once maybe like Royal Rumble starts, I think they'll start breaking them up. They're going to
keep them together, man. Everybody loves them, so it's not... Well, when they beat them up, they were chanting to keep doing it when Braun Strowman, Ziggler, and McIntyre, they had the Shield on the floor. People were cheering to keep doing it. So I don't know.
I don't know. I think they should break up eventually, just because I think they're kind of, I don't know, man. I really feel bad for Ambrose. He came back and he's just really not doing anything great.
Yeah.
He has a good look. He came back a lot meaner and buffer, and just for him, it's kind of been a waste.
I think they need to. I think they need this feud to break already, because the Intercontinental Championship is not being defended. The Tag Team Championships are not being defended, and they're just there. They're just sitting on dust for now. Yeah, and that's not cool. So it's like they keep going with this feud. So hopefully, after the Saturday, it's gonna break off or something.
I think when Raw was going on, my brother texted me and he was like, "Oh, here we go, it's same 6 guys again." Yeah, and I was like, "It's true. It's legitimately the same 6 guys over and over and over again." Sir. And I'm kind of tired. And I agree. I think they should be split up, like all 6 of them. Just do your things, because it's getting really boring. I don't want to see all 6 of them. Yeah. Like, I don't know. It's just they're eating up all the half of the whole of Raw and stuff, and I don't know. I'm getting bored, so I think somebody should break up. Somebody should move on. I agree with you. Rollins needs to defend the IC Championship. Ziggler and McIntyre need to defend those belts. Or they have been, but they need to. I think the belts should go to somebody else. Yeah. The Revival. We've seen the Revival. I think they should take the belts. But yeah, I still think the Shield's gonna end up winning. Bobby Lashley and John Cena versus Elias and Kevin Owens. What do you think?
Cena.
Yeah, pretty much. John Cena and Bobby Lashley are going to win.
And Bobby Lashley, yes, sir.
And we got 2 more matches. We got Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair.
I think Becky's going to keep it.
I hope Becky keeps it.
She deserves it. She deserves to win it on a stage like that.
I agree. I hope she keeps it, but I don't know, man. Just knowing WWE and their love for Ric Flair. But
the thing is, like, they've seen the reaction of the fans and how they love. Yeah,
they're gonna piss off the fans more. They love that. They love doing the opposite of what fans want.
Yeah, that's true.
They really do.
But they love to do what we say.
Oh, yeah. And our podcast, they definitely listen to us. That's for damn sure. So it would not surprise me if Charlotte Flair wins. I'm just saying that.
You know how, man. But the thing is, they're going to be in Australia, though. If it were here and Charlotte win, she would get booed.
I think she would get booed in Australia.
Well, we will see.
I could be wrong. But, again, another thing. With Charlotte Flair, they're trying to push her up to 16-time world champion, too, I bet. You know what I mean? So
they're try to do their daddy thing.
What is she already? A 7 times champion? Yeah. I mean, they're gonna put the belt on her and then remove it. They put the belt on her again, and they're gonna keep putting the belt on her.
They just make it
till the end of time.
Yeah. It just makes her seem that she loses the belt a lot. Not just
it does, right?
It really does.
Hey, you're a 16-time champion. You also lost the belt 16 times. Come on, man. Keep it. And then which. I don't know if it's going to be the main event, but we're doing the main event for us. Triple H with Shawn Michaels in his corner versus The Undertaker with Kane in his corner for the last time ever.
I think
what you got?
Triple H is going to win.
I agree.
Because The Undertaker's beat him all the other times, right? Technically?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Triple H is probably going to take it.
I agree that I think Triple H will win. But I actually think it will be a better business decision to make The Undertaker win.
Yes, but there's gonna be interruption. There's gonna be all types of crap going on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. No, or maybe nobody's gonna win, and they're just gonna set up the tag team.
The tag team one. Yeah,
with Mayor Kane. How much you think Kane made just going up into that little, like, doing the choke slam and then just walking out and putting his arm out?
Putting his arm out. I have no idea how much he made. But the city of or the county of
made $100,000.
Knox County got to get some money off of that, though. But yeah, I think Triple H is gonna win as well. I still think it'll be a better decision to make Undertaker win, just because I don't know. I just because I want to.
Well, no, of course, it's because it's a better business. Everybody loves Undertaker, even though everybody loves Triple H.
Yeah,
everybody loves Undertaker a little more. Yeah, and they're both legends and everything, bro. But the Undertaker's the Undertaker.
Triple H gets a bad rap for being a guy that likes to bury people. You know what I mean? He likes to get the upper hand at the end of the day. Yeah. You know what I mean? He gets a bad rap of that. And I think this would be a really good way for him to put that to sleep and say, well, you know what? No, like it's okay that, like, my Triple H character cannot beat The Undertaker. You know what I mean? And I think that what happened?
Honestly, probably.
Yeah, I think that would be fascinating. I think it would be cool and say, hey, you know what? No matter how great he was never able to beat The Undertaker.
But at least give us 10 minutes, man, or something. I don't know if they're going to be able to.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, so I think Triple H can. I don't know
about The Undertaker. Yeah, at least 8 minutes, man. Like a good match. You know what I mean? Like not a Cena match.
Not the one with Cena. Yeah, I agree.
So we'll see.
But that is it. Do you have anything to say? Yeah, we're done.
No. That's it. I was like, we're talking about the Shield. Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah, we were talking
I was going to tell you one last thing before we go. What happened to No Way Jose?
Oh, what happened to him?
You want to know why? It reminded me of Truth because they dance and all this stuff. Okay. And I was like, wait, oh shit. I was like, No Way Jose used to come out here. Now, he has not been around like
good.
A month
I hate
or
that
two.
Character.
Yeah, it was horrible.
It was stupid.
I think he's going to come back, but different.
Yeah, if he comes back different, that's fine. I don't have anything against the wrestler.
He's a good wrestler. It's just
the character sucked.
His character sucked.
Yeah, the character sucked.
Can you please just come back as Jose?
I mean,
with some braids.
Even a blind person could have told you 100 feet away that character was just not going to work.
It did not last at all.
It was not going to work.
It has never worked.
No, it's never worked. Well, maybe a long time ago, but in the last 10 years,
not in this era.
It hasn't worked.
Not in this era. That doesn't work in this era. People don't think that's like cool anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
I swear, people don't think that's cool anymore. Maybe in like early 2000s, late 90s, it was cool. People would be like, oh, because people were a little more poppy. Yeah. I guess you can say. Yeah. But nowadays we're all nowadays we're all fucked up and depressed and like fuck him. Why is he happy?
The world, man. Fuck the world.
Why the fuck is he happy?
Why the fuck is he happy, man? You got bills? Oh jeez.
Yeah, that's right. No way, Jose, motherfucker. Anyways, well, I think this was a decent podcast.
Yeah, decent's a good word. Yeah, no, it was good. I'm tired.
Yeah,
I'm tired too.
I'm a little tired too. So
yeah, but yeah, that's it for us today, guys. Make sure you guys check us out on the YouTubes, on all the YouTubes, not just one, but all the YouTubes,
all the Apples,
Make sure you guys check us out on all the iTunes,
all the Spotify's,
all the Spotify's. Make sure you guys check us out on all the Spotify's, and all the Google. On all the Googles.
And all the poodles. Oh, no, that's not.
All the Google's podcasts, Spotify, Apple iTunes, or Apple Podcast, and YouTube. And because we are there 24/7 for your enjoyment. We are there every Thursday at 8 a.m. if John comes on time. And he's on time today, so we're good.
It'll be there at time.
8 a.m.
I was going to shout out my IG, but I forgot what it was called. Anyways.
All right. That is it for us today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this podcast, and we will see you guys next week.
Yeah. I was still trying to remember my IG, but I was like, never mind. Next time.
I was going to say something else to it. I was going to say, hey, don't forget to leave us a like.
And then I was going to be like, my Snapchat. And I was like, okay, well, which was my Snapchat?
Oh, jeez. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.